Yeah, and this is definitely classic Dutch winners finals. One of our either Stijn or one of our other Chungus mid tiers against Max, everyone's favorite UK Sheik, who attends more tournaments in the Netherlands than he actually does back home. Yep. And we are going into game one. It's going to be very interesting to see how skullbro does, as skullbro obviously is a Sheik against any mid tier.
Yeah.
And the mid tier has to work absurdly hard because Sheik has too many good buttons, and Doc just kind of has to, I don't know, blue collar man, you know, trying to get his wins against the blue collar check fraud Sheik player.
Yeah, no, exactly. I can kind of understand how Doc would get kills on Sheik just with like throw combos, but I cannot understand how he would get percent on Sheik in like a reliable fashion.
It's definitely, you have to just outplay the Sheik.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I was expecting, I guess.
It's the one thing that's nice, obviously, is that Doc obviously has the chain grab and at least has like guaranteed kill setups like that down throw fair that you just saw.
Yeah,
but
100%.
There's a lot of annoyances just in general neutral. You have to fight really hard for your openings, but luckily, obviously, skullbro is very good at finding his openings. He has really tricky movement. He's got his little tricks, and obviously he's not afraid to chain grab. So here, you know, he gets one grab and gets like 50% off of it.
Yeah, 100%. And in that way, he can kind of keep up with Max, who sort of does the same thing. So it's not a completely hopeless matchup, I would say, but I don't really know what the history between these two players looks like.
I think the history is definitely very Max favored. I think Max usually has, in the Netherlands, has mostly struggled against Stijn. And I think he also once dropped a set against Aaron. But most of his struggles have been in the more top tier matchups. skullbro has mostly been somebody who plays a competitive set, and then eventually he kind of loses control over the course of the set, or Max just kind of shuts him out eventually. But skullbro basically does always take games. He definitely looks competitive. It's just, you know, it's hard to be, you know, the doctor against this Sheik character with moves that auto cancel and, you know, back air, big move, F tilt.
Yeah, that makes sense. Max looks so control of the matchup.
Yeah.
But I don't really think, like, I guess off the top of my head, they don't really have a lot of docs in the UK.
Yeah, no, there's definitely only like one, and he's basically inactive as hell, so.
Yeah, but based on how Max is playing right now, you'd expect that he has like a regular training partner as Doc.
Yeah.
Based on how good I know skullbro is, how good I know skullbro is, yeah.
I mean, I think the thing is with Max is that he has to play, I mean, obviously he's in the Netherlands a lot, right?
Yeah.
So he has to play the Docs, he has to play Noons, Mario often, and he also obviously has to play like against the Luigis and stuff. So he is very good against these weirder characters.
So unfortunate.
Great, yeah, that's a great recognition. That's just a free kill. Takes the first game, but he's just quite comfortable. He's comfortable at making the you know, high value decisions. That's his bread and butter. Just making sure that like whatever I'm doing is basically good, and then eventually over the course of the set, I will play, you know, the favorite positions enough that I will just win the set.
Yeah, he's very calm and collected, I think. You can also see it in his face. He's like cool as a cucumber.
He's definitely quite calm. I think that he can sometimes kind of freak out a little bit, but I think that's usually when he's like in losers. But I think in winners and just in like sets where he's like in the lead, he's definitely just like, yeah, this is fine. You know, like I know that I have a strong game plan and that I will just eventually grind out the set. Now this is obviously FD, which is a bit worse for Sheik because obviously you have to deal with the chain grab. Basically every potential, like if skullbro can get any like vaguely decent stray hit, it can lead into a grab or some kind of mix-up into a grab.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Which obviously makes it a lot easier for him to hit the punishes. But on the other hand, it also goes the other way. You know, no platforms to escape to, so you have to really deal with the Sheik sharking and just general Sheikness. But it's looking like skullbro is still decent.
Yeah, 100% more in control, which is kind of to be expected of FD. It just leaves me wondering what he's planning to go for the rest of the set, because I feel like a matchup is kind of defined by how many strong stages you have, and I can only imagine Doc having a winning stage on FD against Sheik.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would say so. I think that after that, it's like you'd kind of just want to play stages where, like, you know, do your platform movement, and where you just generally feel comfortable with the spacings.
Yeah.
And there's definitely not a lot
so
of
many
winning.
trades.
But also, I mean, even this stage is like winning, but like only winning in the punish, you know, like a very, very FD kind of situation where like it's more like it linearizes the punish for you a lot.
Yeah.
And it still kind of is complicated within the neutral. It's just that sometimes it, you know, can simplify certain neutral situations, so it's easier for you to get your openings, but it's still quite difficult. And obviously, skullbro is getting kind of comebacked on a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, just a second ago, it seemed like skullbro was super in control, and now Max is suddenly taking the lead.
Yeah, Max is getting some good punishes off of all of these hits. Like he's
Jab,
getting
pivot, jab. Oh, man. I mean, that was just clean. Like,
rough.
what are you going to do?
I know, that's rough. That's rough.
Jeez.
He's definitely just... That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I said at the start of game 2. Like, he was behind, but he's like, it's fine. You know, there's no reason for me to really worry because I feel like my understanding of this matchup and, you know, my general spacing, my play is going to be clean enough that I will just win this out anyway.
Yeah.
And that's what he's currently doing. But obviously, it's still difficult. You know, like you are definitely still playing against one of the more tricky players, especially in this country. He's not just somebody who's going to completely out-punish you and whatever. He's also just going to kind of do all his little weird movement tricks, his little in and outs.
Oh man, that edge guard was so smart. He did a wall jump, weak back air, and just grab ledge. I've never seen that before, actually. Well, like I've seen wall jump back air, of course. But in that position, it's very
well, it's very clever
efficient.
edge guard for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, skullbro getting a little reversal, but yeah, like that was a good little cheeky little grab, and Max getting your damage in these situations is like really important.
Yeah, now he's just looking for a way to send skullbro off stage because then it's just kind of over. Oh, okay, but skullbro sneaks in a very, very solid forward smash.
Yeah, I think Max is doing a good job of just getting these little punishes, because obviously like it can be a little awkward to get some of these openings, because with this combo weight you have to kind of find your little call outs and stuff and your little jump reads and just reading where the dock is going. You're not really getting like the guaranteed punishes.
Yep.
So it's good that he can find his openings and just make sure that he gets value out of every single punish, because obviously he is going to be doing better in neutral anyway, but you need to at least have you need to hit your freebies, because the dock obviously has way more freebies than you do.
Of course, right.
Without up smash not gonna kill yet.
Oh, up smash
clean,
forward air?
clean. I like that. I like that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I feel like I learn something about dock every time I watch skullbro play.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I don't know if that's real. I don't know what the hit stun on up smash is, but obviously, you know, it's a call out or it's a kill. It's good.
Well, I actually think Max CC'd the up smash, and that's why the forward air was able to connect. Because it was at 100, and otherwise the up smash would have sent him way further.
Perhaps. But yeah, Max honestly just feeling so comfortable with this. skullbro honestly kind of
beat the air dodge with the down air. Sorry,
no, I like that. No, I like that. No, I mean that's honestly like kind of a classic with Sheik, is just that you try to spot dodge things and then you get hit by like the absurdly long lasting hitbox in the air.
Wow, yeah, Max just threatening to make this a 3-0 is so...
Gets grabbed as well, up air, that's going to kill. 3-0,
clean. Quick 3-0.
Yeah, Max looking very dominant right now.
Super solid.
Very much just kind of chilling, in control, cool, calm.